Hello, welcome to Side A, Side B. You've grown your daisy up to 3 layers. All it took was a little bit of work. Congratulations. And you're going to see that you're already set up for success. We're going to do something extra for you and show an algorithm that does a two-edge solve. First of all, we're going to be doing 4 examples of how the horizontal is set up. In our first example, if you notice, the yellow, its corresponding color is white, and for blue, it's green. So here, our horizontal, it's blue and yellow. So it's this horizontal, it's not matched up with its corresponding color. And now we're moving into personal preference here. But for this one, I'll show you. For this one, I'm going to start with, this piece is not going to move. If I apply that algorithm, this piece won't move. This piece is matched up with its center. And this piece is going to move over here, and it's going to be solved and go into its correct spot. Okay, so if you notice in this example, these 2 edge pieces are unturned, but one edge is unturned, but it's in its correct spot. Okay, that's the first example that we're going to do. So we're going to apply that algorithm, and then we're going to be set up for success. Okay, and if you notice, after applying that algorithm, these 2 edges, we have 2 edges that are solved. Yellow on, and it's yellow center, blue with this blue center. But here these 2 edges are turned over, but they're in their wrong spots. We have green on white and white on green. But this algorithm, now we're set up for success though. Here's, we're going to be doing something extra for you. So this is the algorithm that does the 2-edge solve. And here it is. And I'll go a little bit slow. R, U, 2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U prime. There you go. These 2 edges stay the same, and that algorithm moves these 2 edges to their correct spots. We have yellow on yellow, blue on blue, white on white, and green on green. Beautiful. Now, I'll show you that you're already set up for success. Okay, now we have the horizontal. We just switched the colors, but we have the same horizontal, same example of that the horizontal is not matched up with its corresponding color. Okay, so we have green in its right center and its correct center, and we have white. So these 2 colors, this horizontal is not matched up with its corresponding colors. But this time, the edges, in the first example, one edge was unturned but in its correct spot. This time, these 2 edges are unturned and none of them are in the correct spot. But if you notice we already know how this algorithm goes. This stays. These three move in a counterclockwise way. This moves to here and stays the same. These two move and they turn. So the white, we already know, if we do this, we already know from the first example that this one will go over here and it'll be solved for the white. The blue moves and turns, so it goes into its correct spot. This piece moves and turns, so this is yellow. It moves over to here and then it turns, and it's going to go in its correct spot. So if we apply that algorithm, you're going to see you're already set up for success. There. And now the third layer edges are solved. White on white, green on green, yellow on yellow, and blue on blue. Beautiful. Now we're going to do an example where the two edges are in their corresponding colors. Like so. Here we have, this time blue is matched with its corresponding color, green, for this third example. And if you notice that the edge pieces are unturned, but they're in their correct spot. The yellow is unturned and it's in its correct spot. The white is unturned, but it's in its correct spot. So that's an example. That's the first example that we'll do. So we'll apply this algorithm again. See what happens. So if you notice, and if we do a U, if we have the same front, and then we do a U, you'll notice that these two are solved. The white on white and the green on green. And if we move our front, if we move the cube twice, 1, 2, and we're back at the same example. We have two solved edges, and these two edges are turned, but they're in the wrong spot. But we already know that we're set up for success because we know the algorithm that does a two-edge solve. All right, so let's do it again. So it's R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U prime. And there you go. White on white, green on green, yellow on yellow, and blue on blue. All right, so let's do an example. One more example. One more example. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, in our last example, we have, again, the horizontal is matched up with its corresponding color. We have blue and green, but this time these two edges that are unturned are in the wrong spot. In the third example, these two edges were unturned, but they were in their correct positions. This time in the last example, these two edges are still unturned, but this time they're in their wrong spots, in their wrong positions. But we already know how this is going to turn out. This white will move here and it'll turn. So this white will end up in its solved and in its correct position. But let's just apply that, and that's what we get. We're back to our first example. We have two edges that are solved. The white solves, turns and solves, and goes in, turns and solves. It's in its correct position. The blue is in its correct position. Okay, now we have these two edges are turned, but they're in the wrong spot. And again, we already know we have that algorithm to do the two-edge solve. So let's do that algorithm one more time. It's R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U prime. And there you go. Blue is matched with the blue, the white is matched with the white, the green is matched with the green, and the yellow is matched with the yellow. And there's the 4 examples. And we just completed our mission. So you're already set up for success. We did something extra for you. Well, congratulations again. Now we're going to move on to the 4 corners.